Hi guys, welcome back to W18, the Watford fan channel. Ahead of Watford versus Fulham at Craven Cottage tomorrow, 12:30 kickoff. I will be going down with Robin, Shane's going, Nikhil's going, everyone's going. It's sold out very, very quickly and no surprises really. It's an easy away game and there's a lot on the line for this one. Watford can get back to winning ways after a disappointing result, but great performance against Manchester United last week. Fulham obviously lost 3-0 against Manchester City, which was expected, but they'll be wanting to put right their recent form. So everything's on the line really. Slav coming up against his former club, Watford. He'll also want to be proving a point to the Pozzos for letting him go and not paying a little bit more money to keep him. So it's going to be a really, really interesting one tomorrow. Today we're going to be looking at last week's performance against Manchester United. Going to be looking at the Watford lineup, the Fulham lineup, getting your comments as well, and then hopefully get the win tomorrow, which would be incredible. I think if we score 5 goals tomorrow, we go top of the league. So I remember last time at Craven Cottage, we won 5-1, I believe. Yeah, I think it was 5-1. But obviously, I think it was 5-0, 5. We absolutely battered Fulham. 2014-15 season, Deeney with a brace, Abdi just, oh, what a man. Yeah, it was a fantastic away game for all concerned. So hopefully a repeat tomorrow, but Fulham are going to be a very, very tough opponent. They've got a lot of quality in their side. I'll go through their team in a minute, but you look on paper, the players they brought in, Seri from Nice, you've got Schürrle, Mitrovic has been firing in the goals. They've got a lot of depth. Obviously, Ryan Sessegnon, who played so well in the Championship, he's struggled to become accustomed to the Premier League, but they've got a lot of quality. And Watford have to be on their guard. It's like with every Premier League game, but hopefully with the style and the kind of expansive style of football that Fulham do play, Watford can take advantage of that and make use of it tomorrow. In terms of last week against Manchester United, I thought it was a very, very good performance from Watford. I think there was a spell in the first half where we were getting battered by United, where the 2 goals came. It was very sloppy, but from then on, I didn't think we looked out of place. Thought the two sides were very evenly matched. I think we were probably edged it. On the balance of play, I think a draw would have been a fair result. But obviously, David De Gea, fantastic saves with Troy Deeney, and right at the end as well from Cabasele's header. So it just wasn't to be. But I think overall, it's a very good performance, and Gracia will take the positives from that game. Although it wasn't the result we desired, and the result we didn't get in the end, I think the way we played, you know, the 4-4-2 system was very, very good, and you could tell the players were leggy off that magnificent performance against Spurs the week before. So there's encouraging signs, before the international break. So there's encouraging signs with Watford that we can put another good run together. It'll be interesting though, because with Watford we've been absolutely fantastic for the start of the season. It's our first loss, so it'll be interesting to see how we adapt to a loss. We haven't experienced that yet, whereas Fulham have experienced a couple of losses, so they're used to it. Whereas Watford, you know, have had that 4-game spell. We've been really, really good, and the fact that the United game was our first loss of the season, it will be, yeah, I'm interested to see how that comes across tomorrow, how the players will react. It seems like the players are up for it from the training videos, etc. Mood in the camp's very, very good for obvious reasons. We're doing really, really well at the minute. We'll go into the Watford lineup. Now, I'm going to shuffle across the right. I did this last week, and then I'll take your questions. Let me know if you do agree with the lineup or not. This is predicted and also the lineup I like to see. So we will shuffle across to the right-hand side, as you guys know. So let's start off with the goalkeeper, Ben Foster, no doubt about it. Yeah, has to be in goal. Number 1 for this season, hopefully seasons to come. Now, I'll start with the one change that I have made to this Watford side, and that's Kiko Femenia. I've brought him back in for Daryl Janmaat. I thought Daryl Janmaat struggled against Manchester United. He looked leggy. Yeah, he just didn't look his best, if I'm going to be honest with you. And I think Femenia, when he came on, showed he's a better fullback. He's willing to get up and down the pitch. He's a lot fitter than Janmaat. He's better going forward. And that pace is very, very useful. So I would bring Femenia back into the side. And then with the 2 centre-backs, speaks for themselves again, like Ben Foster. Christian Cabasele and Craig Cathcart, 2 centre-backs who have been phenomenal this season. Cabasele in particular is getting a lot of plaudits, but Craig Cathcart has been the unsung hero so far. Jose Holebas continues at left-back for me, been very good so far this season. And Adam Messina put in a little cameo towards the end of the United game, but I don't think that was enough to replace him, and Holebas continues down that left flank. You look at the 4 midfielders, unchanged again. Will Hughes on the right, Delafeu is back in training, I believe. so he can't play for this one, which is a little bit disappointing. But obviously, you've got Abdoulaye Doucouré, Etienne Capoue, really good partnership. Capoue looked a little bit, well, he looked very, very tired at the end of that United game. Had to run his socks off. So hopefully he has recovered from last week's game. Obviously, got Nathaniel Chalobah, who did play in the under-23s on Monday. So we've got a lot of options in that midfield. So I think he will continue, and Javi Gracia will continue with Etienne Capoue and Doucouré in the central midfield. Roberto Pereira on the left-hand side. It was interesting with Deeney's comments on Monday Night Football. He said that Pereira is the best player he has played with at Watford, and it just shows the talent this man has. Deeney's been at the club for a while now, and see Pereira as the main man and the man he thinks has the most ability. I'm really excited about the season with Pereira. Made a great start, like all the Watford players really, but I think he can take his game to another level, and he's willing to. He rejected a move to Reno into the summer. He has to prove it tomorrow away at Craven Cottage. And then Deeney and Gray up front. The big man, small man partnership. Deeney has been on fire this season. I thought Manchester United did well to nullify him and Gray up front. Gray was struggling particularly. A brilliant finish, but he was struggling at the start. But I think those two, especially on the day when they get the space, like Burnley away, they can cause trouble, particularly that first goal at Turf Moor. So I'll go over to the chat now. Let's see what you do make of this lineup. Going to be a crack game. Expect goals at both ends. Watford win, of course. Do you know he's 18? The commentators say, yeah, they always say it, don't they? Yeah, 4-4-2 works well. Simple and effective, definitely. Britos off of Cavazeli, Ziegler and Volabaz, and bring back Tommy Oben. I mean, that would be bold, TJ. I like to see Isaac Sess play for 30 minutes. I think that's a good shout, Edward. He's definitely put in a couple of cameos, especially at Reading, where he looked really, really good, and especially against Spurs as well. He's bullying the defenders, so I think there's he's definitely an impact sub. Don't know whether he can start just yet. I think that depends on Andre Gray's performances. Spot on with that lineup, in my opinion. Good to hear, Joe. Right, now we'll cross over to the Fulham lineup. Well, I don't know why I'm moving over. We'll cross over to the Fulham lineup. Now, this is the expected one that is supposed to be played by Fulham and Slavisa Kanovic tomorrow. This is being given by the Fulhamish pod. Make sure, if you haven't seen their opera preview, that you do. Very, very good insight into how the way Fulham are playing. This is their expected team. So, if you look at the standout players, obviously Marcus Bettinelli in goals, obviously called up to the England camp, so he's got a bit of calibre, but Seri is the one that I'm really worried about. Azambo Anguissa was linked with the move to Watford, but he opted to go to Fulham, but Seri, on his day, is a fantastic footballer. Obviously, linked to move with Barcelona, bigger clubs than Fulham, but he played and gone down a level. No disrespect to Fulham fans, but he's gone down a level to play at Craven Cottage, and I feel like he's the danger man we need to look out for. But another danger man up front, that's Mitrovic. Big game for Cathcart and Kabasele. I think with Mitrovic, he's different to other strikers because he can run in the channels, but he's also a target man. And he's been banging in the goals this season. Very, very good player. Obviously, Andre Schürrle, experience in the Premier League at Chelsea, has hit the ground running at Fulham as well. And it's expected to be Vietto, who's on loan at Fulham, instead of Ryan Sessegnon. Ryan Sessegnon has struggled at the start of the season, so it looks like Vietto is going to play down that left-hand side. I believe he's on loan from Atletico Madrid. And I think he is right-footed. Someone let me know on that, Vietto. But definitely Schürrle, he'll be looking to cut onto his left foot. But that front three does look pretty good. But I think the area of the pitch where Watford can win this game is in the midfield. I believe, man-to-man, Watford have a better midfield than Fulham. Obviously, Seri is a fantastic footballer. And Guice is very good as well. McDonald's solid, but I believe Abdoulaye Doucouré, Wilkes, Pereira, Capoue is better and stronger in the middle. It's whether we can win the ball back and break. That's where the game's going to be won and lost. If we can win the ball in the middle and break with intent, then I believe we can get the win tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really, really looking forward to it. So that is both sides and the predicted lineups. I've opted to bring in Feminir instead of Daryl Yanmat. I think he has struggled, especially against Manchester United. We'll see what you guys are saying in the comments. Yes, he is right-footed. Okay, so both are going to be cutting onto their favoured foot. Liam Martin goes, Jacob, are you doing a matchday vlog tomorrow? Yes, I am doing a matchday vlog tomorrow. I'm going to be doing a long one from the moment, get on the train, the whole day. Hope you enjoy it. It's going to be a different style. It's a whole away day. I'll also be doing a matchday experience on my Instagram story. So if you haven't followed me on Instagram, I'll leave that in the chat now. I'll just type that in. Follow me on Instagram. I'll be doing it from the whole day, so you can follow me on there. But also our WD18 Instagram. Make sure you keep up to date with that. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram to make sure you don't miss any tweets, any posts, and stay up to date with all our content. Whole Fulham lineup is overrated. We'll have to see tomorrow. I'm going tomorrow. Great stuff. Jacob, when do you see Chalobah getting back into the starting lineup? Good question, Joe. I think Deeney said it on Monday Night Football. He's a little bit, and in the Watford Observer they said he's a little bit off the pace at the minute, and he's playing in the under-23s to get his fitness up. So he's definitely going to feature on the bench. Whether he starts, I think it could be a couple of weeks. Yeah, I think it could be a while. But Capu's been playing so well. So in a way, it kind of works out because Chalobah's not going to get the hump that he's not playing, but also he's getting fit. Pardon me, getting fit to come back into the squad at the same time, so it provides a lot of cover when he does come back. Is Delafay fit for tomorrow? No. Are you doing fan cams after the game, Jacob? Yes, we are. Robin will be doing them. He does the away games. I think that's about it. So I really do apologise that this match preview has come a little bit later than expected. Just haven't really got round to doing it. And obviously with the early kickoff tomorrow, I apologise it hasn't been out earlier. But I really advise you, hopefully, if you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Big game for Watford tomorrow. Really looking forward to it. 12:30 kickoff. It's an early one. Make sure you're ready to see a Watford win, hopefully, similar to the last time at Craven Cottage. That would be fantastic. Another thing that I was going to say, and I've completely forgot what I was going to say. Oh, it's lost me now. Right, that was stupid. But yeah, really look forward to tomorrow. That was it. First away game, and it's almost 2 months into the season. Absolutely ridiculous. I missed Burnley because I was at the Watford ladies game, doing a bit of coverage for them. And I missed the Burnley game, which is unfortunate, and a fantastic away day. But this is my first away game of the season. Well, if you count Reading. But first Premier League away game, which is way too long. Then you've obviously got Spurs in midweek. We've got a preview organised with We Are Tottenham TV. So make sure you look out for that. Make sure you turn on post notifications. Hopefully we can hit 3,000 subscribers ahead of Fulham tomorrow. Share the channel around with your friends and family and any Watford fans. Make sure you leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. And we'll see you tomorrow for Fulham away. Come on, you Orns.